All right, part 2 on doing this little practice perspective drawing. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to add a little road here. It's always nice to have a little road going next to our buildings. So if I want my road, I think I'm going to want my road to kind of come through right pretty close to the house. So maybe it's like kind of that wide. Figure out where I want my road to go. I'm going to take my ruler, put it on my vanishing point, put it kind of on that little mark that I made to figure out where I want. Go from my vanishing point off the paper. Okay, that's our first line of our road. Flip it, go to the other side, vanishing point to the little mark I made. I didn't make it straight, but just as long as it touches it. And then we're going to go from the vanishing point off the paper. So that's a little road. It's pretty cool. Now we're going to add details. Details are the fun part. So I could have added all kinds of buildings. And remember, if I had added a building here, it would overlap and things. But you found out when you did this about all the ways that things overlap. And that's the cool stuff that you're going to be able to do when you are working on your own project. So as far as this goes, I do want to add some stripes going down my road because most roads have little stripes. So I'm going to line up my ruler with my vanishing point and it's a pretty straight road. I'm going to put my line with my vanishing point and I'm going to try to line it up with the edge of the paper so that it's pretty straight. Oh, I'm in the Sometimes your pencil tip is a little bit thicker than you thought it would be. Okay, they're going to start out smaller and closer together, and they're going to get bigger and farther apart as they get closer to the viewer. And that's not exactly centered, but it's close. Okay, what if we want to put some windows on this office building? So the coolest part about putting anything on the front of a shape here is that you just run parallel with the shape. So if I wanted a door down here, I would just make sure my ruler was straight. That'd be a really tall door I'm trying to make there. And draw a little line. And then make sure my ruler's straight and parallel to the sides here. Draw another line. Same thing over here, you want to be parallel. You gotta master the art of scooting the ruler. But now I have a door. Okay. I could add windows, I could add all kinds of things. On the side of my building, if I want a window, anything that is parallel to these sides will be just the same. It will be parallel to those sides. Anything that is parallel to these sides has to go back to that vanishing point. So maybe I want a window that's way up here. So I'm going to put this parallel, scoot it down, go to the vanishing point. All right, right about there. Might put a little window. It has to go to the vanishing point. Okay. Scoot it down a little bit more. Figure out how big you want your window to be. Ruler at the vanishing point. Ruler where you want it. Draw another line. And as you can see, these are going back. So it's going to look like that window is getting bigger as it comes closer to you because you're closer, so it is larger. Things farther away up here, smaller. I'm going to line up my ruler with the edge here. Scoot it. Draw a vertical line, line it up with this edge, scoot it back, draw another vertical line, and now I have a cool little window on the side. Okay, so anything on the front of a piece on the shape is going to be, it's parallel with all your lines. Anything here is going to be parallel with these lines, but anything parallel with these two lines has to go back to a vanishing point. So let's make something on the house here. Let's do a little door. Houses need doors, right? Yet again, I'm parallel to all the sides when I'm on the front of this shape. I don't really have to worry about I don't have to worry about vanishing points when I'm on the front of a shape. Just have to worry about being straight. Okay? Right, put a little doorknob there. Say, oh look, it's a cute little house. Then maybe in this picture they have like a little window up here. I'm not gonna do everything that they did. And then maybe I want to do like the shingles on the house. Well, in that case, I have to go for my vanishing point to do the lines on the house. So always go to the vanishing point. So I've got some lines on the side of my house. If I were to do lines going the opposite way, I'd have to be parallel to that roof line right there, because those aren't going to the vanishing point. I hope this makes sense to you. At this point, you can add all kinds of little things. You don't necessarily need your vanishing point at this point. You can add trees, you can add clouds. So clouds are fun. I like to just make kind of fun shapes. I don't believe in these. These are no-nos. No clouds, okay? No clouds. These are no trees, okay? Instead, you draw a little shape, and then you kind of put a line going across the bottom there, and it makes a much nicer cloud. Now I can draw clouds that are farther away, and those are going to be smaller clouds, okay? If I choose to do the sun, I personally do not like putting the sun in my pictures, just because I feel like the sun is always there. We're always seeing the effect of the sun. We don't need to see an actual sun. But if you're going to put an actual sun, some people like to put it here at the horizon line, like a sunset, like that. Some people like to put it here. I'm not saying we can't see the sun. What we don't do is no suns. We're gonna just like make a no picture here. No suns are like this. They look like spires. This is not a sun. That is not the sun. The sun doesn't look like that. The sun has never looked like that. Okay? That's a no sun. We got no suns, no clouds, no trees. We don't do those like that. So our sun, I could put my sun right here. Maybe I see my sun right here. Maybe right in front of the sun, I see like a little bird flying way off in the distance. Maybe up here, I've got another little cloud. Maybe a cloud over here. A big one that like goes behind the building. You can see that looks way better than this kind of stuff. Trees. Maybe I want to put a little tree right here by the house. How I do trees, really simple, cute little way to do a tree is just a little trunk like that. And I do a little branch here. And then a branch coming up here. And you can kind of do a lot if you want. Then you do your little loopy puffs over the branch there. And then you can do your little puffs. And I do them kind of in these like C shapes. And they go behind the big part of the tree. You can do some grass. Okay, looks way better than a no tree, right? Or a tree like way here in the background. I can do, this is gonna be a teeny tiny tree, so you're not gonna see much, but keep in mind that you're still gonna see that basic interesting shape. Like you don't want it to just look like a no-no tree. So this is a little assignment where you just practice your perspective skills. If you look back in here and you think that, oh wow, that doesn't look right, I want you to go in with your ruler and say, oh look, that didn't go to my vanishing point. Or oh look, that was not actually parallel. So do your best to do a great job on this, guys. I think that you're going to have fun doing this little practice, and then we can get into the real actual picture after you complete this.